get every single one of you's music.
announcement. This is Mr. Bozeman, your boss. Now that we have this newfangled tannoy system up and running, I wanted to take the opportunity to remind you all that we value productivity and attention to detail above all other concerns. Also, that the salami sandwich in the fridge is mine and mine alone. Bozeman out.
Gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
Ever since these illegal sanctions were imposed, we have gratefully relied upon trade and aid from our worldwide friends who, like us, refuse to recognise their legitimacy. Today's escalation, however, is nothing short of an act of war. We call upon our international allies to condemn this blockade absolutely, and we warn aggressors to this country that we are neither meek nor defenceless. Thank you.
Three's a crowd. It seems the celebrity wedding of the decade might have been a touch busier than expected. In a photo leaked today, it appears the union of football star Johnny Hamsleeves and his bride, Tiffany Lamour, may have had a few uninvited guests. Hundreds lined the street to celebrate with the happy couple. Eyewitnesses say a cheer went up as the blushing bride passed by in her carriage, shaped like a bacon sandwich, which is said to be either a protest against the meat industry or a mix-up at the carriage factory. In it to win it, exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Burning rubber. Sales of condoms have plummeted this month as sales of responsibility soar. Since becoming widely available earlier this year, the male contraceptive pill has become commonplace in the lives of many heterosexual couples, and as a result, many are turning their backs on more traditional prophylactics. The Global Health Watchdog has revealed that it's men who are increasingly saying no to the Love Club. The findings have prompted concerns about rises in sexually transmitted infections and a surge of insufferable conversations during one-night stands. Leaders shipping out. The trapped scientists undertaking a bold escape from Dante's taint have revealed which of their two erstwhile leaders will spearhead their journey to freedom. While throughout their careers it's been clear that Doctors Wong and Swarsborg and Horgensford have worked best together, it seems one of them is now going to be taking a back seat. Dr. Wong has always been the riskier of the pair, willing to push further and faster in the name of progress. We all remember his now infamous exploding chimp trial. Let's hope that getting the team home sooner doesn't mean they cut too many corners. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protests, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered by all those who have seen these striking images. As their actions escalate, people across the country are asking themselves, who are Disrupt? And what exactly do they want? Other than a new box of matches, of course. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's... I'll be asking my own thumb what it thinks... But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the country to see how the people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what the scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns of the University of Princeford. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am?
Oh, yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? My eyelids are sweating.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
You sound very confident about that.
Oh, very much so. I can say without any hesitation, there's really no cause for any concern here. I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about this experiment.
Well, we take data from weather stations from all over the world, along with atmospheric samples, and we take all that and we feed it into this state-of-the-art computer, and very soon we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds very fancy.
I should just say, none of this would be possible without the generous support of Rivington's Fist. This is all thanks to their unrivaled investment in our future, and may I just say, complimentary personal anecdote. Oh, here we go. And, as expected, everything is absolutely fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is absolutely fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, why, God, why?
We should be celebrating these wonderful results, I think.
Yeah? We need to evolve gills within 40 years.
You look thirsty.
Here it just says, shit.
Look at you. This is meant to be a celebration. Can't go around looking like that.
Shit.
There you go, much better. Can I just say thank you again to Sophia Remington for providing all of this.
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is running out.
It's running out. Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
Enjoy that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the climate.
The sea will reclaim us all.
There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be, that everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news. Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's Team Membership Lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe, a janitor at the local school, and Amelia Jackhammer, an aspiring poet. Both of you were drawn at random from those who hold team membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize. How do you feel?
Filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two.
Wow, that sounds so convenient, but we're all dying to know. What have you won?
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julius Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the gutter in.
That's absolutely terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
So, can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth formers, when the headmaster came and found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
So you were both polishing turds?
No, I don't like to polish them. I like to keep them intact for my collection.
Oh! How unexpected.
I don't polish turds. I write poetry.
Potato, potato. So, Gary...
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
There's no harm in asking, I suppose.
Would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for team membership, was it in hopes of winning the lottery, or were there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
Oh, I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No!
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
I'd rather hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really? I thought you might say that.
Oh. Oh.
Are you all right?
Yes, it's coming. It's coming. It's inspiration and it's delicious.
Right you are. Right you are.
Today on the show there's no news. Just a man who keeps multiple poos.
Here, this big one's my favourite. See how it's fibrous, really lovely texture.
Would you encourage other people to enter for their chance to win?
Well, if it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at all blue eyes here.
The national news lost its way when it covered some crap on a tray.
Some of these are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which has recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this heat, the smell really is. I mean, it's something else. Barry Lardons, mate, you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you.
Can tell that, look at him, proud as punch.
Do you know what it's like, son, being the second smelliest town? No, I don't. Living in the shadow of Arseminster. Those smug fucks. But who's laughing now, eh?
What, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Remington's Fist came in and saved the day with their factory.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built flour factory.
Yeah, they gave us this big presentation on jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it here.
Does the stink not affect your life in every way, Barry? I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return or completing the physical act of love.
It's strong at first, but you get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness. The judges were very impressed.
So, what's sickness?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying something about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably the fume valves on the high street.
On the high street? Should I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking stupid questions. Then folk experience a loss of inhibition.
Fuck off, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp?
Next recording is a period of randomly bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
Oh, that's not really a problem. I've never sung in my life. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon, and he's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion. I'm gorgeous. Why didn't you tell me? I should take my shirt off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That will be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon. Feel the Bannon. Oh, man, what's the point?
And the ennui. All that's left now are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
Nana Dottie? Was that you? Why are you made out of elbows? You know I don't eat opinions.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels. Right, that's all here from Grizzleford, a town that's really making a stink. I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy. Right.
Thanks, Barry.
You need to stand back.
On our coastline as we speak. When we come back, I'll be talking to 3 members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
This next section features a potentially controversial guest, and Mars may request some censorship if he goes too off topic. You've Done a great job so far, keeping everyone happy, so let's keep up the good work.
And I can't do this
Don't forget about that pesky power button on the fan.
I've done something.
What do you mean? Jeremy?
My mic is still.
These graphics are amazing, Brad. That actually looks a bit like a real tank.
Oh, gee, Janet, what a time to be alive. Surely games can't get any better than this. And that sound.
It's like a digital symphony, Brad. Are they playing more than one note at the same time?
4 notes at the same time. That's enough for a chord.
But, Sophia, surely a home computer entertainment system needs games. Damn straight. And with the RS Rainbows, there's an incredible 3 of them.
That's what
you
I'm
could be
talking about.
solving puzzles and solving.
Or
Jumping about in pretty buildings. Or even taking on your friends in our incredible 2-player game fighting. Yes, you heard me.
Exactly.
2 players.
Which is what people's minds should be very much on things.
The RS Rainbow has a luxurious
Please take
32K
the
of
seats as
memory.
quickly as you can.
So you can have whatever game you can dream of.
I've had enough. That's it. This
I'm
is
10
Sophia.
seconds! Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5 fucking... 5, 4, 3...
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Tell us, what brought all this on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace. We're whispered about on buses. And we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting. I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that right?
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
Do people tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group for people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come now, Mr. Donaldson, that's absolute rubbish.
What'd it be like to have a pair of tits?
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers us get involved with your cause.
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
It was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say.
Wow, we may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun.
Steady on! This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin. A ginger tabby with a world-class pair of penalty paws. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go. Not you.
Unhand him at once.
Enough! That's enough! That's enough! Enough!
What are you doing?
Trying not to piss myself.
Alex, cut.
Don't you dare!
Alex, cut.
Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to. Fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you. You in the broadcast centre. Bozeman's Little Escape Room. You listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football. We are on the brink of a siege, the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots.
I think my hiccups have stopped.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go. Before I change my mind. Now, go. Before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Jenny, lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
The doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Good. Yes. Now. Good. Right then. Yes. You in the broadcast centre. You in the broadcast centre. You listen to me. Alex. You pay attention. Listen to me. Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial, but today is going to be a little bit different. Look to your right. Yes, really. Look to your right. There is a VHS tape, and I want you to load it into one of your machines. And when I say so, and not before, you play it. And not before. You've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. About 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. All cameras.
I assume you won't be playing that tape. This station does not negotiate with terrorists. I hope I've made myself clear. You seem to know what to do.
Every single thing that comes out of this studio is either one-sided or banal. We're going to show the other side for a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days. Balance. Alex, play the fucking tape. No, I don't want to hurt any of you. If I see anything I don't like, I will not hesitate to start by killing this man.
Well done, Alex.
Reset
From a
the
station's
system for the
perspective,
first
you made
segment.
the right call.
I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
Education, transition and community cohesion services we all enjoy. Finally, by working as a team, we have raised living standards and are the envy of an increasingly jealous world. And with these newfound luxuries come new opportunities for those who have put the needs of the team before their own. From this month, everyone who is registered for a team membership card will automatically be entered into a lottery to win life-enhancing prizes. And why wouldn't you register? After all, the team membership card is your passport to your world-class public services, and it's absolutely free. Just be sure to have your team membership card with you.
What do you mean they didn't play it? Why the fuck didn't they play it? Alex, what the heck is wrong with you? You had a chance to make a real fucking difference!
Jeremy, calm down.
You fucking calm down. How long?
8 seconds.
Look after the team.
You. What's your name?
Andy.
Of course it fucking is.
Jeremy, put the gun down, please.
How long?
We're going live now.
Welcome back to What's Left of the National Nightly News. Our main story tonight. There is a fucking massive military blockade being set up around this country. We are surrounded and outgunned, as incidentally am I. Now I have asked for all the security doors to be locked, the studio doors to be locked, but security is on its way. So, I doubt we'll have much time. But while there is, let's try and do the fucking news. Our first guest tonight is Jenny. She works here in production, and earlier today she told me she put forward several news stories. Older viewers will remember those, but they've all been rejected. So tell us, Jenny, What's somehow less important than Barnum and Bailey's amazing chick circus and Commander Pumpernuts, the fucking cat footballer?
It's Professor Pumpkin.
Really, Jenny? There isn't much time. Really, Jenny? There isn't much time. Come on, just one real news story.
I don't know. I can't think. I'm trying.
Christ! You haven't even taken into public ownership yet. I mean, might as well be run from Julia fucking Salisbury's no doubt immaculate kill room.
You want to leave her alone?
And this gallant knight, in slightly shattered armour, is Andy. He's a CCO. What's that stand for, Andy?
Community Cohesion Officer.
And what does that mean, Andy?
Well, we aim to strive...
No, you utter prick! I mean, what does that mean? What is a CCO? What are you? What is a CCO? What are you? Policeman! You're a policeman, a fucking policeman!
Yeah, that's what we used to be called.
Used to be? It was less than 2 months ago. What the hell is wrong with you all? Jenny, any recollections yet?
Nothing's springing to mind. Nothing's
All right then. Looks like you're in the hot seat, Andy. Exciting, eh? I mean, that's what you joined up for, wasn't it? Excitement? It's your first hostage situation?
Yeah.
Yes. Pretty shitty you ended up being the hostage, eh? Never mind. How many people have you arrested for not carrying or having their ID cards?
Well, firstly, we don't arrest anymore. We invite for consultation. And they're not ID cards.
Don't be a bad end all your life, Andy. You know what I mean. Answer the question.
Well, it shouldn't have to be a big deal to prove who you are.
Only the guilty have something to fear.
Well, yes, actually.
How desperately naive.
Look, I'm just a police officer. CCO.
Just following orders.
Oh, come on, mate. That's not fair.
It was rhetorical.
That's not fair.
Jenny, ready to spill the beans yet?
Jeremy, please stop. Jeremy, I'm scared. Alex didn't even play your tape. This is pointless. It's over. Jeremy. It's over. Jeremy.
I was going to quit tonight. I had notes. See? I had notes. See? There's a recording. A VHS tape. A message from Disrupt. I haven't heard it, but I know what it's trying to say, and I wanted you at home to hear it. So listen to the other side and make up your own minds. But Alex Winston, who works in production, decided it was not for your eyes and ears. It was not for broadcast. Maybe Alex will play it after the next break. Doesn't matter. Tomorrow morning it will arrive in every major news broadcaster worldwide. But I wanted you to hear it first. To listen to what Disrupt had to say about this unreported country. Because Disrupt and I... Well, we swapped places while I wasn't looking. They're now the ones investigating, looking for evidence, trying to make the world a better place. To me, I'm in this newsroom interviewing Jeff fucking Algebra. What Disrupt have to say is important. You might not agree with all of it, but you should still hear it and make up your own minds.
Are you serious? Disrupt. A credible source. Get more objectivity out of Alan fucking James.
Oh my God, are you being deliberately obtuse? Why can't any of you understand there's no such thing as a credible news source anymore? Aaron, shit! Aaron! Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
He's bleeding. It's in his shoulder.
First aid! Whoa, we need first aid.
He doesn't need first aid, he needs a fucking ambulance.
Paramedics. There'll be paramedics for the security.
Unlock those doors.
No! Don't do that.
Jeremy, he's bleeding. He could die.
Yes, but if you open the door, that's a gift.
How did you think this was going to end?
Why are you even here today? It's supposed to be your day off.
My date cancelled. I thought it'd be more fun to be here than moping around at home. Truth be told, I wanted to see you. Being annoyed with you is like wearing a comfy jumper.
I think that's the nicest thing you've said to me.
Let's not make it the last.
Right. All remaining cameras on me. In a minute, I'm going to ask Jenny to unlock the doors. No. Oh, me, Aaron, our cameraman, can get the medical attention he needs. I should imagine I'll get arrested for this. It wasn't the graceful. I had a speech. I'm just meant to be resigning with a flourish of honour. A last hurrah. I was going to wish you all one last peaceful night. I'll say that happening now. Still, I want to have one last stab at the news before I go. You see, there's so much more we're not telling you. There's large groups of scientists, and they're making They're testing something. Something loud and something. What was that? I didn't think it over there.
Stay back, please. Mr. Donaldson, you have 10 seconds to lower your weapon. If you do not comply, we will open fire.
God,
10.
cut to the ads!
9.
Alex, cut
8.
to the ads!
Alex, think of the consequences.
For God's
5.
sake, put the gun down!
4. 3. 2.
I think we both know I wasn't very well in prison.
Jeremy, no!
No, no.